Look closely at this footage. It seems like a perfectly normal, quiet night in the small logging town of Blackwood, Oregon. But in exactly 60 seconds, every single resident in this town will experience something that defies all logic, physics, and explanation. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most heavily censored and bizarre local mysteries of the late 90s. An event so strange that the FBI briefly quarantined a 3-mile radius around the town, only to pack up and leave 48 hours later with zero explanation.
On October 14, 1998, the town of Blackwood didn't just lose power, they lost time. Today we're looking at the Blackwood anomaly. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because we upload deep dives into the unknown every single week. Make sure your doors are locked, and let's get into it. To understand the anomaly, you have to understand Blackwood. Population 2004-10. It was a town built entirely around a local lumber mill. Everyone knew everyone. It was the kind of place where people didn't bother locking their doors at night. But Blackwood had one geographic quirk. It sat in a deep valley, surrounded by mountains rich in magnetite, a highly magnetic mineral. Because of this, cell reception was practically non-existent, and radio signals were always fuzzy. They were geographically and technologically isolated. On the evening of October 13th, everything was normal. The local high school had just won a football game. The local diner closed at 11:00 p.m. The town went to sleep, but at exactly 3:33 a.m., the local dispatch center received a 911 call.
Blackwood emergency, what is your...
The sky! Look at the sky! It's not moving! Nothing is moving!
Sir, can you calm down? What's your location?
The clock! The second hand stopped. But I'm still awake. Why am I still awake?
That caller was later identified as Elias Vance, a night shift mechanic, and he wasn't the only one who noticed. When the sun finally rose on October 14th, the residents of Blackwood woke up to a chilling realization. Every single mechanical and digital clock in the town had stopped at exactly 3:33 a.m. But that wasn't the weirdest part. According to over 400 eyewitness reports filed that morning, the people who were awake during the event reported a skip in reality. Elias Vance claimed he was watching a drop of water fall from a leaky faucet. At 3:33 a.m., he said the water droplets stopped mid-air for what felt like 10 entire minutes. Other night owls reported a total absence of sound. No wind, no crickets, no hum from the refrigerator. Just a heavy, suffocating silence. And then, there were the disappearances. 4 people vanished from Blackwood that night. Sarah Jenkins, 34. Marcus Thorne, 19. And a married couple, Arthur and Helen Vance, the parents of Elias Vance, the man who made the 911 call. There were no signs of a struggle in any of their homes. Their cars were still in the driveways. Their wallets, keys, and coats were left behind. It was as if they had simply ceased to exist the moment the clock stopped. Theory number 1 is grounded in science. Remember those mountains rich in magnetite? Some geologists have theorized that a massive, unprecedented electromagnetic pulse, EMP, was released from beneath the Earth's crust. An EMP would absolutely explain every digital and mechanical clock stopping simultaneously. It could also explain the auditory hallucinations. Strong electromagnetic fields are known to cause feelings of dread, silence, and sensory distortion in the human brain. But An EMP doesn't make 4 people vanish into thin air. Theory number 2 points the finger at the government. Less than 50 miles from Blackwood is the decommissioned Fort Kessler. Some locals believe Kessler was never actually decommissioned. They claim the military was testing a localized infrasound weapon or an experimental psychological deterrent that went horribly wrong. This would explain why the FBI showed up so fast, quarantined the town, and confiscated all local police records before leaving just as quickly. They were cleaning up a mess. But the internet's favorite theory is something much darker. Theory 3 suggests that time actually did stop, and whatever moves in the spaces between seconds came in and took those 4 people. For 25 years, the Blackwood anomaly remained a cold case, a weird piece of local folklore. Until last year. In November 2025, an urban explorer was hiking through the dense woods about 10 miles outside of the old Blackwood town limits. He stumbled across an old, rusted logging cabin that had partly collapsed. Inside, buried under debris, he found a camcorder. The tape inside was severely degraded, but tech sleuths managed to recover about 15 seconds of audio. According to the timestamp metadata, this audio was recorded on October 14, 1998, at exactly 3:45 a.m., just 12 minutes after the clock stopped.
Arthur, the trees. Why are the trees perfectly still?
Don't look at it. Just keep your eyes on the ground. It can't see us if we don't look at it.
That was the last known recording of Arthur and Helen Vance. The camcorder was found 10 miles away from their home, a distance that would take over 2 hours to walk in the dark. Yet, the recording was made only 12 minutes after they vanished from their living room. How did they travel 10 miles in 12 minutes? What was waiting for them in the woods? And what exactly was Arthur warning his wife not to look at? To this day, the FBI refuses to unseal the Blackwood files, citing national security. Maybe it was a massive electromagnetic hallucination. Maybe it was a covered-up military accident. Or maybe, for just a few minutes, time stood completely still and left the door open for something else to walk in. I want to know what you guys think. Drop your theories in the comments below. I'll be reading and replying to them for the first hour after this video goes live. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please leave a like. It really helps the channel out. Subscribe for more unsolved mysteries every week. Until next time, keep your eyes on the clock.